Welcome to SPASRO. Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we will see about Saturn and Mercury in 11th house. In astrology, the interpretation of planetary placements in houses depends on the specific details of a person's birth chart, including the signs that the planets are in and their aspects to other planets. However, I can provide you with some general information about having Saturn and Mercury in the 11th house. 1. Saturn in the 11th house. When Saturn is placed in the 11th house of a natal chart, it often indicates a person who takes their friendships and social connections seriously. They may be cautious and selective when it comes to choosing their friends, preferring quality over quantity. This placement can also bring a sense of responsibility and duty to social and group activities. These individuals may be seen as reliable and dependable by their friends and acquaintances. On the challenging side, Saturn in the 11th house can sometimes indicate a fear of rejection or a tendency to isolate oneself from groups. There could be a sense of loneliness or social awkwardness that needs to be overcome. It may take time and effort to establish a strong and supportive social network. 2. Mercury in the 11th house. Mercury in the 11th house suggests that communication and intellectual pursuits play a significant role in the person's friendships and social interactions. They are likely to have a wide circle of friends and acquaintances due to their ability to connect with others through their wit, intellect, and communication skills. These individuals are often open to new ideas and enjoy engaging in stimulating conversations with like-minded people. This placement can also indicate a strong interest in group activities, networking, and social gatherings. Mercury's presence in the 11th house encourages the individual to seek out information, share knowledge, and collaborate with others in various social and intellectual pursuits. On the challenging side, there may be times when this person becomes overly focused on intellectual or communication-related matters at the expense of their social life. They may need to balance their desire for mental stimulation with the need for genuine human connections. Remember that the interpretation of planetary placements in astrology is highly individualized, and the overall personality and life experiences of a person are shaped by the entire birth chart, not just one or two placements. To get a more accurate and personalized analysis of your own or someone else's birth chart, it's best to consult with a professional astrologer who can take all factors into account. Certainly, let's delve a bit deeper into the potential implications of having both Saturn and Mercury in the 11th house of a natal chart. 3. Saturn conjunct Mercury in the 11th house. If Saturn and Mercury are closely conjunct in the 11th house, it can intensify the qualities of both planets in this area of life. This individual may have a structured and disciplined approach to their social connections and communication. They are likely to be careful and deliberate in their choice of friends and may form long-lasting, serious friendships. However, there can also be a tendency to overthink social interactions or to feel a sense of restriction or responsibility within their friendships. 4. Saturn square or opposite Mercury in the 11th house. If Saturn forms a challenging aspect, square or opposition, to Mercury in the 11th house, there may be struggles related to communication and social connections. These individuals might feel a tension between their need for structured communication and the more spontaneous nature of social interactions. They could experience difficulties in expressing their ideas within group settings or might encounter challenges in finding like-minded friends who share their values and interests. This aspect often signifies the need to work on effective communication within social circles. 5. Mercury retrograde in the 11th house with Saturn. If Mercury is retrograde in the 11th house along with Saturn, there might be a tendency to re-evaluate and rethink one's social connections and group affiliations. These individuals may have a unique perspective on friendships and could be drawn to unconventional or alternative social groups. They might also revisit past friendships or reconnect with people from their past. 6. Impact on networking and goals. the 11th house is also associated with aspirations, goals, and networking. Having both Saturn and Mercury here can imply that the individual takes a disciplined approach to achieving their goals and may use their communication skills to network and connect with influential people who can help them in their pursuits. 7. Need for balance. Overall, individuals with Saturn and Mercury in the 11th house need to strike a balance between their social responsibilities, Saturn, and their ability to communicate and connect with others, Mercury. They may need to overcome shyness or social anxiety, common with Saturn in the 11th, and learn how to express their ideas and aspirations effectively within their social circles. As mentioned earlier, a complete astrological interpretation requires considering the entire birth chart, including the signs these planets are in, any other aspects they make to other planets, and the overall theme of the chart. An astrologer can provide a more detailed and personalized analysis based on the specific details of the birth chart. Certainly, let's explore some additional insights into having Saturn and Mercury in the 11th house of a natal chart. 8. Friendship dynamics. With both Saturn and Mercury in the 11th house, friendships and social networks are likely to play a prominent role in the individual's life. They may approach friendships with a sense of responsibility and may be the one in their social circle who takes on the role of the organizer or leader. They could also serve as the voice of reason within their group of friends, offering practical advice and solutions. 9. Intellectual pursuits and groups. This placement often signifies a strong interest in intellectual and group activities. The person may be drawn to organizations, clubs, or communities that align with their intellectual or communication skills. They might excel in group discussions, debates, or collaborative projects, using their Mercury-influenced communication abilities to articulate their ideas effectively. 10. Potential for mentorship. Saturn's influence can also indicate the potential for mentorship or guidance within the person's social circle. They may take on a mentorship role, especially in matters related to communication, writing, or education. Alternatively, they may seek out mentors who can help them refine their communication skills or provide guidance in their intellectual pursuits. 11. Challenges in social communication. While Mercury typically enhances communication skills, having Saturn in the same house can bring some challenges. There may be moments of self-doubt or a fear of not measuring up to others' expectations in social settings. These individuals might need to work on building confidence in their communication abilities and overcoming any hesitations or anxieties they may have when expressing their ideas. 12. Innovative ideas within groups. The combination of Saturn's discipline and Mercury's curiosity can lead to the generation of innovative and practical ideas within group settings. These individuals may contribute well-thought-out suggestions or solutions to group projects or discussions. 13. Balancing individuality and group identity. Individuals with this placement may grapple with finding a balance between their individual identity and their identity within the larger group or community. Saturn's influence can sometimes make them feel a sense of obligation or responsibility towards the group, which may require them to establish boundaries and assert their own needs and desires within social contexts. 14. Communication and social transformation. The 11th house is also associated with collective consciousness and societal change. With Mercury's communication abilities, these individuals may use their voice and ideas to advocate for social or political causes they are passionate about. They may be drawn to activism, social reform, or movements that seek to transform society. Remember that while astrology can provide valuable insights, it's essential to consider the entire birth chart to gain a comprehensive understanding of an individual's personality, life path, and potential challenges and opportunities. Consulting with a professional astrologer who can analyze the entire birth chart in detail can provide you with a more accurate and personalized interpretation.